Hello, gorgeous heartbeat, and welcome to Heartbeats Harbor. I'm your host, Brianna Hosack, and I'm here to shine the light on the shadow path we walk as heartbeat women. Women rising into leadership roles as lightworkers, changemakers, world shakers, or as I call us, heartbeats, do not have an easy path to walk. It often feels lonely, painful, and unique, but I'm here to help you see how very not alone you are, and how beautiful the shadows surrounding you actually are when you love and integrate them on your healing journey. I create spaces and opportunities for women to step into deeper self-awareness, self-acceptance, and personal healing, community and sacred circles, as well as leadership of themselves, their families, their communities, and beyond. My business and my life is and always will be about massive change in the ways things are done around the world. I believe it's a big part of my purpose on this planet to be a voice for those who don't have one, a safe harbor for those who need one, and a beacon of light to inspire a better way. None of this is easy. I've learned that big impact requires bold action and delusional levels of confidence, as well as a ton of shadow work. If you love what you hear on this podcast and you want to be part of the growing, supportive online village of Heartbeats Harbor, make sure you join my Facebook group, which is linked below in the show notes. Now, I can't wait to get started, so let's turn on the lights.
Hey, heartbeats, welcome back. Today, we're diving into something really important, reclaiming our personal power. How many times have you felt like you're pushing against the tide, constantly striving and yet never feeling quite enough, even though the original goal of fighting the tide is and always will be impossible? Maybe you've experienced the sting of distrust or competition with other women, or find it hard to trust others in general. That can feel really lonely. And trust me, I get that. But here's the truth. We've all been subjected to a social narrative that's taught us some pretty damaging lies. We've been conditioned to believe that success is a lonely place, that only one person can win. And let's be real, often it's a man. This is the patriarchy at work. It's made us think that we need to be ruthless and cold to get ahead. And that completely goes against the natural flow of the divine feminine. We've been told that endless work without rest is a sign of strength. And for anyone, but especially women, this actually just equals burnout. And that is when so many of us passionate women give up. But in case you haven't noticed, it's time to rewrite those stories, to unlearn that toxic conditioning. It's time to embrace a new mindset for success, one that's rooted in support, community, sisterhood, and genuine trust, including trusting yourself. So, as I've been doing lately, which I'm sure you've noticed, let's talk about the power of sisterhood. We are not in competition with each other. We can choose to support one another, to lift each other up instead of tearing each other down. We can foster collaboration and celebrate each other's wins. We can all learn from each other if we have the right mindset. And what I'm trying to make stick in your minds and hearts, this isn't just a nice to have. It's crucial for breaking free from these old patterns. But shifting our mindset isn't just about positive thinking. It's about actually retraining our brains. It's about retraining our reticular activating system, or the RAS, which I've talked about before, but for anyone who doesn't know, the RAS is the part of your brain which filters information, and it focuses on what it already believes it, quote unquote, knows to be true. To change our beliefs, we need to give our reticular activating system proof that there's a new way. We have to actively search for it. That's why my business and coaching are about helping you create those wins that retrain your RAS. The more proof you give it, the closer you get to truly thinking differently and breaking free from that conditioning that we've all experienced. It's important to remember that lasting change comes from persistent inner work and the resulting inner shifts in belief, not just from fleeting motivation. This process takes time and intentional effort, but you don't have to do it alone. In fact, you absolutely should be supported on this journey. You don't have to be perfect already. We all have our own unique path to honor, so actually perfect doesn't exist. But this isn't just about personal growth. It's also about leadership development. When you lead yourself from a place of wholeness, you become more capable of leading others with integrity and empathy. When we break free from toxic conditioning, we become more powerful and effective as individuals as well as leaders, because we're meant to lead from the heart. Part of reclaiming our power also means supporting small businesses, influencers, and individuals who are aligned with the same values that we align with. We need to support those who are committed to an authentic and compassionate way of living and leading. This helps us build a world together, one that values things that truly matter, like integrity and well-being. So the most important thing I want you to take away from this is that this journey is personal. There's no one-size-fits-all approach. It's about honoring your individual path and the unique gifts that you bring to the world. Doing this is how we build a community where we can all thrive, celebrate our differences, and empower each other to shine. The lies that we've been told about our worth being productivity dependent and our power not being our own are simply not true. And yes, this is coming from me, who has been called the queen of productivity. Okay. I love productivity tips. I love being super productive, but our worth is not dependent on our productivity. And that is something that I myself have struggled to learn. And I'm sure that it has affected many of you as well. But we're meant to live with joy, abundance, connection, and love. It's time to let go of the old conditioning and step into a future that's based on self-trust, sisterhood, and support. Together, we can create a world where every woman and person feels empowered, supported, and free. So this one was short and sweet, but thank you for joining me today. Remember to trust yourself and believe in your ability to create positive change in your own life and in the resulting ripples your heartbeat will create in the world.
Thank you so much for being here with me today. If you enjoyed the show, make sure you subscribe to be notified of new episodes. If you really love it here and want to help spread the light, please take a moment to rate the show and leave a review. They help so much. If you love listening and want to be part of the interactive and incredible online community we're growing, make sure you click the link in the description box and join the Facebook group. I promise you it is not like other groups you've been in. Hope to meet you there soon, and I'll be talking to you next week, sending you all my love from my heartbeat to yours.